It's the new Red-Green Show! And now, here's the man we've been waiting for. Not Godot, more like God, no. Your hero, my Uncle Red-Green!
All right, take her easy now. By golly, thanks for coming. Big kerfuffle this week up at the lodge over at old man Sedgwick's place. Turned out his son showed up right on his front doorstep.
Wow, I didn't even know old man Sedgwick had a son.
No, neither did he, Harold. You know, you get old, you forget things.
You don't forget a son. Nobody forgets a son.
I'm trying to forget a nephew.
Wow.
Anyway, causing real problems over at old man Sedgwick's place. That son there being around is really putting a lot of strain on the old guy.
How old is he exactly?
Don't know for sure, Harold. Our best guess is he's about 97.
Wow. How old's his son?
I'm talking about his son. What you're looking at now is a bunch of segments from this particular show. The main message being, for gosh sakes, don't even think about changing the channel. I'll tell you something, you want to make sense out of this program, you got to give it your undivided attention. I'll tell you, you don't want to go anywhere near old man Sedgwick's place now that his son has moved back in.
Talk about two old crabby guys. I'm walking by, they yell, "Hey, dork, pick a gender."
Boy, that's cruel. And speaking of cruel, here's a little taste of what we got later in the show when the Adventures with Bill section. Actually, this is more than a little taste, and that may be a mistake, because with Bill, you know, a lot of times a little taste is all you ever want, right, Bill? Bill, I rest my case and most of my adult body. Anyway, what this is kind of life is a circus, and there you go, Bill. I thought this wasn't going to be any fun. Oh, it's a shame. Anyway, as I was saying before, a little bit of a circus thing. And, Bill wants me to climb up the ladder. He's going to do the kind of a flying Wallenda thing. He's going to go up, I'm going to go down, then I'm going to catch him. That's the way that's going to work. Yeah, that's the plan. Anyway, that is the plan. You know how plans go. Anyway, I did my part perfectly. But Bill's just, I say Bill's a little heavy, and we got to relieve the tension on the board. Well, there's my ear. Okay. This is a kind of a quick weight lamp. Boy, you got a lot of stuff in the... Imagine him going through the metal detector here. Holy mackerel, look at that. Man, he's packing iron. What the heck, what's that? It's a power saw, a piece of flexible hose on there, and a bunch of valves, and boy, oh boy. Caulking gun there, and still nothing, eh? So I should, forgot one thing. Little washer, there he goes. Oh boy, he's up there. I'll get you, Bill, I'll get you. I lost you in the sun, Bill. That's all that was. More of that later. Bye. Oh, I had one whisker on the end of my nose, and the more I shave it, the more it grows. I waxed it and stretched it till it was 14 inches long, and then it was hit by lightning, and I was forced to rethink the whole project.
Okay, this is for the big one. 200 road apples and a free juicer, Uncle Red. You have 30 seconds to get Mr. Dalton Humphreys of the Humphreys Everything Store to say this word, laugh. And go.
All right, Dalton, when your wife tells a joke, you...
Cringe.
Okay. When I tell a joke, you...
Don't get it.
All right. At the circus, the clowns make us...
Angry.
All right. Somebody comes into your store and they ask you for a discount, you'll go along with it. You know, you shake hands, you smile, and you have a good...
Discount? Don't make me laugh.
This week on Handyman Corner, I thought I would do something for all of you people who've always wanted to join the volunteer fire department, but never have. Maybe you don't have time, maybe you can't pass a physical, or maybe you just don't want to spend your weekends with the kinds of losers that are attracted to that type of hobby. Well, maybe there's a better way. Instead of trying to turn normal citizens into firemen, how about trying to turn a normal car into a fire truck? Haven't we all thrilled to the sight of a fire truck roaring down the street, whipping by you on the way to a blaze that you never started on purpose? I mean, it wasn't my fault. I think electrical appliances have got to have better warnings on them. Yeah. Okay, now, first thing any fire truck's got to have is an axe, a shovel, and a pick. All right, now in a fire truck, I have all this stuff on the outside so the firefighters can get to it in emergency, like, say, a fire. Well, we can do the same thing. What you want to do is take a drill and drill holes in your trunk larger than the diameter of the handles, and then they'll be sticking right out there for you to get. Well, okay, let's start drilling. And don't worry about any damage here, because we're going to paint this whole baby fire engine red. Perfect. Now, you notice how fire trucks have lots of flashing lights? Well, so do you. They're all hanging on your eavesdrop because you never took them down, right? Well, go pull them down and hook them up with an extension cord, because any fire that's farther away than the length of my extension cord is probably none of my business. All right, now you want to hook them on there. You could use metal clips on that, or any of the plastic fasteners, or, of course, the handyman's secret weapon, duct tape. All right, now, fire trucks have sirens, and of course your horn is a good start there. But I'll tell you, for that little extra noise, what you want to do is loosen off your alternator belt and your fan belt and your power steering belt just a little bit. And then, when you start her up, everybody will hear you coming. For extra effect, you can even punch a few holes in the muffler if you want. Now, everybody knows that fire trucks have hoses, so what you can do, get yourself a bunch of these hoses on reels like this. You can get them at the hardware store, or you can just borrow one from somebody when they're not around. Attach them on here with bolts, or weld them right on there, or, that's right. And don't worry if they don't match, because we're going to paint this whole thing a beautiful fire engine red. Now, you want to take one end of your hoses and hook them right into your water pump. So you don't just have a fire truck here, you got a pumper truck. Now, of course, every fire truck has to have a ladder. A ladder that will go in any direction. Because fire happens in any direction, and you may park in any direction. So what you need for that is some kind of a rotating platform with an axle down through the center of her. Easy to do. You want to make sure nobody's sitting in the car when you do this. And there we got a ladder where you can fight fires in two directions at the same time. And she goes up and down, just like the units do on the real fire trucks, and at a fraction of the cost. All right, a couple of final details here. You want to got some buckets of sand here hanging off the front, a little bit of water here. And you got your emergency oxygen unit here. Of course, you want to empty the propane out of that, put the oxygen in. I'm not quite sure how you do that, but I'm guessing it's important. And you got your smoke detectors on here to let you know when you're getting real close to the fire. So we're basically ready for any arsonist. I'm not sure what an arsonist is, but it sounds like the kind of thing we have plenty of up here at the lodge. Oh my gosh, a fire. All right, plug in our lights here. They show up better at a night fire. And away we go. Maybe I shouldn't have disconnected the water pump. Fire! Fire! So remember, if women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. And don't worry about the black color here. We're going to paint the whole thing a beautiful fire engine red. Yeah, she's out. Stay tuned and relax. Whatever this is, we got lots more of it. Wanted to talk to you ladies to help you understand why we men do some of the things we do. Like, for example, how we fix everything with duct tape. Like, say, putting the mirror back on the car. Now, a lot of people would take the car to a garage, and an hour and $60 later, it'd be fixed properly and look real good. Whereas your handyman takes 10 minutes and 7 cents worth of duct tape, and it looks butt ugly. But let's take a look at the reasoning behind the actions. What car are we talking about here? Is this an 81 Cordoba with 400,000 miles on it? And a real bad cough? Huh? Why would you spend $60 on a car that you can replace for 50? And why take an hour to fix something that can be done in 10 minutes? If you put 400,000 miles on her, you don't owe it any more of your time. And what's the big deal about fixing something and putting it right back into original quality? Just makes the rest of the car look bad. Nothing worse than a repair job that outlasts the vehicle. So I would suggest that you ladies, instead of criticizing your husband for slapping on the duct tape, why don't you compliment him for his brain power? Realize this, he now has 50 minutes on his hands and an extra $60 in his pocket. Remember, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together. Okay, so old man Sedgwick's son has moved back in with them, and you can tell by the broken furniture out on the front lawn and the duct tape they got divided in the rooms exactly in half that things are really not going all that well. Now, you tell me, what is the worst thing that could happen out of that scenario?
Well, they could be heating their cabin with a high sulfur coal, you know, and then meanwhile, on top of the wood stove, both men are rinsing their teeth in the same pewter jar, right? And that would create this symbiotic hydrolysis, right? And then there'd be a thermal inversion, right? And then all of a sudden, the sulfur ions, they'd have to collide with the dental plaque, right? And that'd accelerate the electrons to the point where there'd be this massive nuclear reaction, right? But it wouldn't kill them. Oh, no, it wouldn't kill them, Uncle Red. But indeed, yes, it would render them absolutely sterile for the rest of their lives. I'm writing an episode of The Outer Limits.
Harold, you are an episode of The Outer Limits. No, the worst thing that could happen is old man Sedgwick's not getting along with his son, so he's moved out of his cabin, and he's moving into the lodge.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no, how can he do that? This is like a 125-year-old lodge. He has to have the permission of the membership, right? No?
Not old man Sedgwick. He said it was part of the deal when he helped build the place.
This is awful. This is terrible. You got to do something, Uncle Red. I'm surprised you're taking this the way you are.
Well, he's not staying in my room. A poem by Dylan Thomas Green. The force that through the green fuse drives the flower, drives my green age, that blasts the roots of trees, is my destroyer. But this force cannot wreak the damage of a six-pack and a bucket of curly fries.
Possum 911, thanks for calling. State your membership card number.
765348.
That's Dougie Franklin's number. Well, what's the trouble there, Dougie?
Red, I'm all alone, Red. Help!
Well, this sounds serious, Uncle Red.
Did you roll the monster truck there, Dougie? You pinned in the cab again, are you?
It's my mom. She's out of town for a week, Red.
His mom's out of town for a week. I don't get it.
I do, Harold. When's the last time you ate proper food, Dougie?
I don't know. How? Good. Snacks. I ate a jar of olives, Red.
Okay, Dougie, what room are you in right now?
I don't know. I don't recognize a thing.
All right, Dougie, that'll be the kitchen.
Yeah.
You wanna go to the cupboard that has all the cooking supplies in it?
The what?
The cupboard.
What's that?
It's like the stove or the dishwasher without all the controls.
What's that?
Oh, it's like the washing machine or the clothes dryer.
Oh, for Pete's sake, speak English, will you?
All right, Dougie, where do you keep your beer?
Oh, the fridge.
Yeah.
Okay. Red, everything's gone dark.
Now, take it easy, Dougie. This is Red speaking to you.
Yeah.
Look on the fridge door.
Yeah,
See a lot of magnets there?
yeah,
Huh?
paper,
Yeah.
pieces, Smurfs.
Okay, and now one of those is going to have a phone number on it, Dougie.
Yeah.
You want to call that number, crawl over to the door, and wait. In half an hour, you'll have a pizza.
Oh, thank you, Red. I can't believe my own mother would try to kill me.
Well, here we are back with Adventures with Bill. We've been practicing all the time we were away, and we got some real special stuff to I know I thought I wouldn't enjoy this, but see, what Bill's going to do is try to go right up and land in that chair on top of the shed there, and I just, you know, suddenly, you know, attitude is so much a part of life, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, you know, why don't I just go with it, have some fun with it, you know, jump on the board and let Bill and just, there you go, where you go, where you go. Boy, I love a circus, you know. Gosh, my God. All right, a little change of plan now. He's going to actually start in the chair and then flip the both of them up onto the roof that way. That sounds very sensible to me. And yes, and away we go. And oh my gosh, seems to have gone horribly wrong. Oh well. I'll just get the board out of the way and just clean up a little bit. Oh, there's a chair. I'll just relax for a second and wait for Bill. I'm sure he'll be here shortly. There he is now. I'll tell you one thing about Bill. He never, ever hurts himself. No, hardly ever. Here's a duct tape dispenser that fits right on your belt, sent to us by a viewer. Yeah, hold your horses. Old man Sedgwick, bedridden up there, which is a normal thing for the lodge, but he's actually not feeling well. Well, he's got the bunch of us running around getting them lemon herbal chamomile tea and rubber things with fluid in them. And of course, the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. And his latest request is for half a dozen bran muffins here. Yeah, Carol's just getting a plate.
I couldn't find a clean plate anywhere, so I just stole the hubcap off the Possum van. That baby was really stuck on there, too.
Yeah, you should have taken the one off the driver's side front, because I have that tire off every couple of weeks.
Well, why's that?
That's the wheel I hit stuff with. Anyway, take these up to old man Sedgwick, Carol. That's good enough.
It's not too polite taking muffins up in a hubcap, is it?
No, I was going to serve him in a bedpan, skip the middleman, you know. But you tell him if he eats all them up, you can come down and give him some more.
If he eats all these up, I'm not going anywhere near him. Welcome to the expert portion of the show where we examine those three little words that men find so hard to say. I don't know. Okay, excellent. And joining me, Uncle Red, on the expert portion of the show this week is his best friend in the whole wide room, local roofer, Arnie Dogan. Hi, Arnie. Okay. Today's letter goes as follows. Dear experts, I enjoy extreme sports like shark wrestling and taking the last donut at bingo. But my girlfriend is afraid I'll kill myself in a way that will void my car insurance and my life insurance and my dental plan. I love taking risks, but I don't want to lose her. What should I do?
Well, Bud, I would go with the girlfriend on this one, I'll tell you right now. You know, life is short enough. You don't want to be accelerating the process in any way.
No, sorry, Red, I don't see it that way. You gotta take chances, eh? I mean, like we say in the roofing business, if you don't go to the edge, she's gonna leak.
All right, okay,
Then you'll end up with ice buildup.
Okay, that's good.
And your soffit will sag and smell funny. I mean, if I didn't take chances, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
Oh, that's right, Arnie. You'd be at work.
Oh, you mean this? No, I'll be back to work as soon as the cast's off and they remove that extra foot of eavesdropping.
I can't believe you're going back to roofing, Mr. Dogan, after that accident.
Oh, roofing's in my blood, Harold.
And vice versa.
Oh, stuff happens, eh, Red?
Yeah.
I mean, my dad was a roofer, and so was his dad. Grandpa Dogan started Dogan and Sons Roofing back in 1938 when some woman's husband come home early, forcing Grandpa to slide out her bedroom window and pretend he was replacing shingles.
Well, can't be much of a business, Arnie. You spent more on medical care than you ever made on roofing.
Yeah. Well, you gotta have something on the side, Red.
Yeah.
You know, my grandpa always had something on the side. So do I. Country music.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. I've written over 17,000 songs.
You know, really, I think we should just concentrate on answering this letter about extreme sports.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
You think so?
I'm saying, pursue your dreams. Because if I didn't pursue my dreams, Harold, how could I have written this?
All right. Sure. Yeah. Nice.
I loved her on the rooftop, but she didn't like my flashing. She threw my heart in the downspout, and now I drink a lot and drive trucks. Thank you. I wrote that one last week in the recovery room.
Well, next time, wait for the anesthetic to wear off. You know, every once in a while, I come up with an idea that makes just so much sense, it's irresistible.
You're quitting television?
Pardon me?
Did I say that out loud?
I'm talking about old man Sedgwick. We had him laid up here in the lodge, and got a son living in his cabin, didn't want any part of him. So I'm thinking to myself, hey, who are the most obvious people to look after old man Sedgwick?
I know who it is. Who? The Victorian Order of Nurses. Yeah, that'd be great because they're all well-trained, they're all very personal. They got their own cars, they got these really cool crafts right there in the door, and they're all ladies. So, you know, he might even meet somebody. He can meet somebody.
No, Harold, no. I'm talking about old man Sedgwick's parents, you know. I think his mother's name is Old Lady Sedgwick, and his dad is Dead Man Walking Sedgwick.
Wow, he's got parents. They're still alive. How old are they?
Well, they're old. She has a tattoo that says George Washington slept here. But I talked to them. I had to yell, but I did talk to them, and they weren't interested in doing it. So I went back to his son, and I said, hey, listen, you know, you've got to look after your old man, who is an old man. In fact, his name is even Old Man. And the thought of that much responsibility scared him so bad, he took off, went back where he came from, so everybody wins.
Like, old man Sedgwick's moving back to his cabin?
Absolutely.
That means I get my room back?
Right.
Oh, excellent! Oh, it's great.
Yeah. You know, Harold, you might want to wait till the bed dries. Just a thought.
That's a good point. Meeting time. Sound of the possum.
You go ahead, Harold. Yeah, I'll be down in a minute.
Okie doke.
My wife is watching. I'll be coming straight home after the meeting. And, you know, all this talk, old man Sedgwick and his son and everything, got kind of thinking about maybe having a son of our own. But then I take a look at Harold and the whole idea just... And to the rest of you, thanks for watching. On behalf of myself and Harold and the whole gang out here at Possum Lodge, keep your stick on the ice.